This is the point in the album where I wanted to turn the album off. I was struggling. Hey everyone, welcome back to Music Mania. I'm your host Christina, and today we are back at it with a brand new video. Alright guys, so I know I haven't done one of these in a very long time. I know, but doing album reviews, it just takes so much time and effort and just time that I don't have right now. Maybe I'm hoping very soon it'll be a little bit more time in the future, but for right now I've been all over the place. But I think the last album review, I guess sort of album review I did was for Kepler's mini album called First Impact, and that was what my reaction to their title track, Wadada. If you guys haven't watched that video, it's gonna be somewhere in the iBox up here, wherever it goes. But anyways, today we are going to finally be putting up an album review, and I'm gonna be reviewing Machine Gun Kelly's newest album called Mainstream Sellout. Now I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. I've never really liked Machine Gun Kelly's music. I don't know if I'm the only rare one saying this. I just don't connect with the music. So I'm gonna be giving it a chance. I do like giving people multiple chances. And even though he has been in a lot of controversy lately, one that I have very strong feelings about, I wanted to give his music a good chance and see if there was anything that I would appreciate or like. Although, so far and coming up in this review, there's not many good things to really say about this album. We'll get into it in a little bit, but even with this older music and stuff too, I just have never really connected to it in any way. I kind of don't even understand how he was able to even get to this point and being such a, I guess, leader, quote unquote, of pop punk, even though I feel like there are many other different types of artists who are deserving of that title in general. So, yeah, I mean, I just want to jump straight into this review, so let's get right to it. So, I hope you guys grab a snack and enjoy the video. Alright guys, so up first we have Born with Horns. Now, apparently I found out that the album was originally supposed to be named Born with Horns, so this was actually supposed to be the title track of this entire album, but then, he decided to change it last minute to Mainstream Sellout. I will say this though, I like don't hate this song. I actually think it's quite okay. My only issue with it was that I don't think it needed the slowdown and then the build up. I mean, a lot of artists I've noticed have been doing that lately where they feel like they need to have all these beat switches and like rhythm changes and stuff like that. Sometimes we just want like a regular song without any other interruptions and stuff going on in the back. So that I didn't think that the song really needed that slowdown. But other than that, I actually do really think that this was an okay song. The song really touches up on like mental health, stuff like that. That's actually one of the very common themes of this album, as you'll get to know later on in the video. But yeah, overall, I think this song was a pretty okay song, so I think we're off to a good start. Now we have God Save Me. Now, this song touches up again on mental health and also substance abuse this time. From, the lyrics of this song, I hope that Machine Gun Kelly is doing okay. I don't really like the guy because I think he has a severe attitude problem. I really don't like his attitude. But I never wish, ill on anybody. I hope that, like, mentally he's okay because from the way that this song is, he's really just talking about, like, sobriety and how he struggles with it. So, I don't know. I hope everything is going okay. I know he has a daughter, and, I hope that everything is okay for his sake. So as far as the song, like the actual song goes, I think it is okay. It does have a little bit of a catchiness to it, especially with the chorus. But I don't think in my like on my couple of listens, because I actually do listen to the album quite a couple of times. I just There wasn't really anything that made it stand out that often, especially with some of the other songs that are coming up very, very soon, but I just think overall it was a pretty oh, it was an okay song. Now we have the song Maybe featuring Ollie Sykes of Bring Me the Horizon. Now, I have to be honest with you guys. So, I listened to the song, right? And the first 10 seconds goes by. I was like, what is he gonna do with this? Because it starts off very, very slow. And then all of a sudden it like ramps up to this like guitar, like insane instrumental beat, right? And I'm listening to it and I was like, wait a second, I've heard this song before. Where do I know this? And it took me about 10 seconds. I kid you not, it took me only 10 seconds to realize, holy shit, this is Misery Business. I was like, you can't fool me. That's my favorite fucking band. If you guys don't know, uh, Paramore is my ultimate favorite band, and when they come out with their new album this year, it's gonna be a whole celebration on this channel, let me tell you. But yeah, I had to look because I was like, this sounds so familiar. Like this sounds like a Paramore beat, like something they would do in the early days. And sure enough, right there, it says interpolates Misery Business by Paramore in the credits. I just knew, man. It's like you can't fool a Paramore fan like that. I don't know, like that. It literally sounded like something that would be on the right album. It's actually so funny. As far as the song goes, honestly, I think this might be the favorite of mine on this album. I think it's probably one of the most interesting songs on this album. Ollie Sykes on vocals with Coulson, Machine Gun Kelly, sound actually pretty good on this song. I like what he adds with the features on this song as well. Just very overall good written and really well produced track. The lyrics, they also talk about, for me at least, listening to the lyrics, I think this talks about sobriety and kind of starting his sobriety, especially with some of the lyrics, like I'm taking my last drink, all that stuff. But yeah, overall, a very, very good song. And yeah, probably the highlight on this album, to be quite honest. Like, if I had one song I would recommend to you guys off of this one album, I would recommend this song. So we end maybe, right? And now we go into Drug Dealer featuring Lil Wayne and oh boy. This is where it starts to get really cringy now. So basically in this song, he is comparing a drug dealer to the girl that he has a relationship with. So basically, it's a toxic and dependent relationship and oh man, I think the lyrics are just so cringe. I can't. I don't like. We've already entered new levels of cringe, and this is not even the tip of the iceberg yet. We're just getting started, okay? So yeah, the lyrics get super cringy on this one. The Lil Wayne verse is I think it's one of his weaker verses that he's done. It was just, it's not memorable. And honestly, I don't even feel like this song really needed a collaboration. I feel like Colson could have done the song by himself and it would have been slightly better. I maybe would have enjoyed it slightly, tiny bit more. But overall, it's just, no, no, this is a no for me. So now we have the Wall of Fame interlude, followed shortly by the title track, Mainstream Sellout. Now I thought the interlude was very cute. It actually featured a cameo from Machine Gun Kelly's daughter, and also randomly by Pete Davidson. I didn't even realize that they were friends like that, but he was in there, and he's just talking about how there's a Wall of Famous people, and like really just kind of talking. It's one of those talking interludes. And then I really did like how, I will say this, I really did like how Pete, he goes, well, what are you going to call the next album? And then it goes straight into Mainstream Sellout. So I really did like that. I thought that was pretty cool. So Mainstream Sellout now, the title track, right? So, I'm going to be honest. I'm probably one of the people he's talking about in this song, to be honest. I don't think that this is my gripe with Machine Gun Kelly. I don't think he's very authentic. I believe that he plays this like little game or he just has a facade about him. I don't think he's really like what he portrays to be in the media and stuff like that, especially with all of the stupid Megan Fox drama and all this like random stuff that no one really needs to know about, but we somehow all do. I just don't think he's genuine, to be honest. I really, really don't. I also, like I said previously, I feel like he has a very big attitude problem that needs to be adjusted down like several levels. Of course, with that too. Yeah, I don't think he's a bad person, but I think he's just severely misguided. Especially, I'm sure that he has a lot of people who say yes to him. I'm probably sure that there's not a lot of people who say no around him. So, when people just say yes to you and you just do whatever you feel like doing, I feel like that causes a very big ego. And I feel like he's reached that point up to now. I mean, I feel like this track is pretty self-aware, to be honest. He knows what people are saying about him. I kind of agree with the stuff that people are saying about him, but I do have one point I do have to point out really quickly is I'm gonna read the lyrics really quick. So it says, "Leave the scene, you're ruining it. You sold out and it makes me sick." So, sir, I don't think that people are accusing you of selling out, to be honest. I haven't heard anybody argue that point on why they don't like you. I really haven't. I think it's just everybody is saying that you're not authentic. I think that's what the main issue is. I don't think he's sold out, per se. I mean, selling out is like basically just doing subpar music when you've had good music before. And ooh, I'm gonna be shady. I don't know if I should say it or not. Mm, he's never really had good music out. Ooh, sorry, I'm gonna be controversial on that one. I said what I said. I literally said what I said. Um, we can argue calmly and politely in the comments if you want, but that's what just my opinion. If you guys have any other opinions, let me know in the comments. As far as the instrumental of the song goes, I really did like this one too. I feel like Machine Gun Kelly, and especially with Travis Barker helping him at the helm of all of this, he obviously does have some very good beats, so there is that to enjoy. But yeah, overall, I think that this song was, I don't know. Do I say that I like it, even though he's kind of talking about people who don't like him? I guess I will say I do kind of like it because I feel like it's one of the also like better songs on this album. So I'm not gonna knock it, but yeah, I feel like it's one of the better songs in this album as well. Now we have Makeup Sex featuring Black Bear. Now we really do reach the levels of cringe that I knew was eventually about to come. Yeah, this song is not good at all. I feel like they were ultimately just trying to recreate the success of my ex's best friend on Machine Gun Kelly's last album, Tickets to My Downfall. I feel like that song though has slightly a bit more charm to it. It's a little bit more catchy than this song. So I feel like that's why people especially gravitated to that song a lot more. But this song, it's just not. Oh no, like the lyrics are terrible in the song. Like probably the worst on the album, to be honest. And we're getting to some of the even more terrible stuff. But yeah, this one is not it. I don't even want to read the lyrics off of this one. You guys can definitely go check that out on your own because I just do not. I don't. I literally the first couple of seconds I listened to the song, I literally started laughing because of how cringe the lyrics are. That's how bad it was. And I'm not supposed to laugh. Like you would think for like a serious song, because I guess this is kind of a serious song. It's about a toxic relationship, and boy, does Machine Gun Kelly love his toxic relationships. Because there's a lot of that in this album, and especially there's one song that's coming up that made me question everything about his toxic relationships. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this one. I don't feel like it even needed to be on this album. If they wanted to do another collaboration together, they could have just figured out something else. Yeah, I don't understand how it's being promoted and people are actually liking the song. I mean, I feel like people are gonna forget about this song in the next couple of weeks or so. Everyone's gonna forget about it, I guarantee you. And now we have probably the most popular song on this album called Emo Girl featuring Willow Smith. And oh goodness, let's see. Where do I even begin with this song? I have a very love-hate relationship with the song. I think that's the perfect way to describe this. I I honestly, I'm gonna say this right now. Emo Girl has probably the best instrumental on this entire album. I will say that right now. I love the instrumental of the song, right? I just have a problem with who's on the song. I mean, I don't think that Machine Gun Kelly really did any service to this song. But now when Willow came on the song, actually that's when I got a little bit more interested. And I don't know if this is going to be an unpopular opinion or not, but I feel like I would have been happier and it would have made more sense to me personally if Emo Girl was a Willow Smith song, like through and through. I feel like she would have done this song so much more justice with a full, like, full on verse, chorus, everything that a song needs to offer. But I just, it's so cringy though, like to hear Machine Gun Kelly sing about how he loves emo girls at the age of 32. Like, sir, you are a grown man now. It is time to stop. Like, Willow, she's in her early 20s or like probably late teens. So I feel like it would have made a little bit more sense for her to sing the song, if you know what I mean? Oh, I just have a love-hate relationship with the song. Like, on one hand, I'm like, oh, like this instrumental is just really, really good. Like, I love it so much. Like, that's what a pop punk beat and like rhythm and just style should be. Like, fun. That's what it was. It was a fun instrumental. But then on the other hand, I just don't like who got the song. Like, I feel like another pop punk artist would have done this song a little bit more justice than Machine Gun Kelly could have ever done. So now we get a look into Machine Gun Kelly's crazy or damaged mind, as he calls it, on 5150. Now, that refers to the psychiatric hold. I think it's only in California, though I'm not sure, where they place you under a 72 evaluation period and to see like if you're dealing with any psychological issues or not. But yeah, I mean, honestly, this song, I feel like it's quite forgettable, to be quite honest. I don't like it doesn't really stand out anywhere. It doesn't leave any memorable impression on me. Like, even with some of the bad songs, you still kind of remember because of how bad they are, or even with the good songs, how good they are. But this one just did not. There's even right now, just talking about it, there's not really too much I remember about it. It's just really just a plain rock song. He talks about, how he's dealing with his psychiatric and psychological issues and stuff like that. I feel like the subject matter is very much like Little Peep and XXX. It's very much reminiscent of that, but it's a little bit more rock style. And up next, we have good old Paper Cuts. Now, I am not really going to say much on this song. I did do a best and worst songs list of 2021. It's probably going to be in the iBox somewhere up here. But yeah, that song ended up on my worst songs list. So everything that I said about that song on that video still stands, and I have not changed my mind about it. Now we have World War IV, the sequel to World War III on the Tickets to My Downfall album. So compared to World War III, World War IV is very much more up-tempo and more pop rock. So I do appreciate that. I do like it. I feel like the instrumental is very, very fun. And it's definitely an instrumental that you can definitely get into for like a rock festival, especially like for the mosh pits and stuff like that. I feel like it would be such a hit for that. But as far as the subject matter and the lyrics go, it's very much again kind of like what he wants to do to his haters and just just what he's gonna do to them. And frankly, I don't think anybody cares, nor is anybody very scared of him, to be honest. Because what is this fool with the blue tongue gonna ever do to anybody? Like, really, what is he gonna do? The only slander I did not appreciate in the song was how he says that teachers are full of shit and you shouldn't listen to them and like not go to class. Um, I hope that Machine Gun Kelly's younger audience does not really listen to that and they keep going to school. And especially since I work at a school part time, I don't think that teachers ever deserve slander like that, even we're gonna be honest here. Not all teachers are the best. I mean, that's just gonna be very obvious. But for the most part, you should definitely respect your teachers. If I have a younger audience watching, definitely respect all of your teachers, all of your professors. Make sure to do your work, go to school, and graduate because you don't want to end up with, being a loser inside and out like Machine Gun Kelly can sometimes be.
Girl, the shade of it all.
So now we have A, and this is the second collaboration on this album with Lil Wayne. Oh man. And to think that I thought that the first song was, oh, like, we got A. This is the point in the album where I wanted to turn the album off. I was struggling. I was really struggling. It just, oh, this song was so. And you know what? This song, I am gonna read the lyrics because they are so cringe. I don't even understand how this song got past everybody, to be honest. I mean, the song is about being high. I can definitely tell that they were high when they wrote this song, when they produced this song, and when everything was, even like the way that they're singing is literally sounds like they're high. Like they were, like, you know what? This these lyrics would be so good, those would be so awesome. And you know what? Let me just start off with some of these cringe inducing lyrics right now, just because I listened to it and now you guys are gonna hear it too. I cut my hair off like Britney, sprinkled dust like a pixie, wiped my nose like it's itchy. I'm tatted up, I don't give a fuck, yeah. Very nice lyrics. Top tier lyrics, guys. And what does Britney have to do with any of this? Britney just got freed, okay? Let's just leave Britney alone for now, okay? Actually, side note, congratulations. I heard that she's pregnant, so congrats to her. I'm very, very excited for her. And then even Lil Wayne, again, just does not deliver on any of the verses that he's a part of. In fact, I'll read some of his lyrics too. It's a full moon. Where are the good shrooms? I'm too fucking high. Sound like a good school. Higher than Jehovah. Highway to heaven, you know? Yeah. Round of applause, guys. Such, such award winning lyrics, guys. It just, they probably thought like genius, this is it right here. But and then this is the response they get. Crickets. Crickets. No. Nobody said anything. As far as the song goes overall, this is an emo rap song, so this is definitely up the Little Peep and XXX type of songs. So I guess if you're into that, you might want to take a listen to this song, although I don't really recommend it. And in fact, I actually do prefer the other Lil Wayne song, even though I don't really like that one either. I do recommend the other Lil Wayne song before this one. It just, I don't think this song was good. This is another song I don't think they even really needed to put in here. They could have put something else in here. So now we have Fake Love Don't Last featuring Ian Dior. Now, this song, I have to say again, this was another forgettable song, to be quite honest. I was playing this in the car one time coming back home from work. I literally had to look at what the song was called. And that's a very bad sign if you have an album out. Y'all, every song to be memorable, whether it's good or not, like I said previously. I don't know. I feel like it's a very regular song. And now, especially with coming near the end of the album, I know Machine Gun Kelly could have some better tricks up his sleeve, especially with like maybe an even emo girl, even when I have my gripes with that song. But I know he can do so much better. So when this song was started playing, I was just like, just another plane. Like I feel like we've heard I feel like we've heard this type of song before. Like it's not anything original, it's not nothing new. I mean, it's just very plain. um the title, it speaks for itself really. I mean, it just talks about exes and relationships and stuff like that, which is very much a common theme in this album. But yeah, and even the Ian Dior verse was just, it was all right, it was nothing special. So this track was very like meh. So up next we have Die in California, and this features actually three other people. We have Landon Barker, Travis Barker's son. We have Young Thug, and we also have Gunna. So all four people on this track. Now, like I had said earlier, I had thought about honestly just stopping listening to the album because I was done with it. I was getting so irritated and annoyed of just the rest of the songs that were being played. But then this song came up, right? And I was like, you know what? This is not so bad. I actually do enjoy this song too. Landon Barker on the chorus, he has a nice voice. I was like, okay, this sounds pretty good. Young Thug and Gunna, they also like had pretty good verses. I feel like it wasn't their best, but I feel like for a feature song, it was pretty okay. I wasn't mad at it. Even Machine Gun Kelly, he started rapping in this song too, and I was like, you know what? I think I've also figured out what it is, what I don't like about his music. Again, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I feel like Machine Gun Kelly is a better rapper. Like his voice just suits rap more than pop punk does. Like I think that's what it is. Like pop punk does not suit Machine Gun Kelly's voice at all. I think he is a better rapper than he is a singer. Like even when he was rapping on this song, I was like, you know what? Like his verse isn't even so bad either. Like I wasn't mad at this at all. I was like, you know what? Maybe like this one was actually pretty good. Like I didn't mind this one at all. So as far as the subject matter goes for this song, I feel like this song, from what I could dissect from it, it's basically talking about moving to Los Angeles, and slowly through moving through Los Angeles, you start to lose bits and pieces of yourself, and just end up staying there and feeding into the lifestyle that it feeds you. And honestly, I don't know what is up with the Los Angeles slander. I feel like it's only people who are not from Los Angeles that talk about how Los Angeles is bad, because I am from Los Angeles. I've lived here my entire life, and I feel like it's one of the greatest cities in the world. But just don't move here. We have enough people. Please don't come. Please. Yeah, but overall, I thought it was a pretty good song. Like, see, I mean, okay, we all know that Eminem, like, he was involved in that battle with Eminem, right? And he got feared off hip hop as a genre, and that's the entire reason why he even went to pop punk in the first place. But I feel like, because I know eventually, I feel like this pop punk thing for him is not gonna last very long. I feel like once he gets it all out of his system, he's gonna go back to hip hop, especially once all the Eminem stuff kind of dies down, because people will still remember. And you know what? Maybe they still remember from now on, but I don't know. I just think that hip hop suits Machine Gun Kelly's voice a lot better than pop punk does. So now we move on to Sid and Nancy. And honestly, my first reaction to this, I looked at the title and I said, as in Sid and Nancy, like the Sid Vicious that, offed Nancy, that one? That's what we're talking about here? I got a little bit concerned. I was like, well, I'm like, where is this gonna go? So I listened to it. To be honest, there's nothing really, there's nothing too memorable about the song that I can care to remember, to be quite honest, right about now. The song is very much about a toxic relationship, from, kind of what the song implies, that basically we're together and we're together forever, and we will end each other's lives together and we'll just be together forever. And I'm like, I'm like, "Geez, even this is dramatic for me," and me, I'm like a pop punk loving person, like, I am like the emo girl, but even for me, I was like, "This is a little much," like, "Ooh, yeah, I don't know." But, yeah, I was like, it's a very much type of Romeo and Juliet type of romance that he's describing, although you probably know exactly how Sid and Nancy and also how Romeo and Juliet end, so that's pretty much all that should tell you about what Machine Gun Kelly thinks of relationships right about now, which is why he should probably go to therapy and get some help. And now for the last song in this album, it's called Twin Flame. Now, Twin Flame talks about, this. I actually was very surprised that we didn't even get touched up upon this even earlier in the album, but this is the song that talks about Megan Fox. And this song also talks about, like, the way that they met and is based mostly on MGK just not feeling worthy of her. I mean, just her overall being, really. And it's kind of like a love letter to her in a way. I think that's the best way I can describe the song. It's kind of a love letter to Megan Fox. She actually even appears in the song like for a couple of seconds. It's kind of like a little short interlude. Like, it sounds like a phone call conversation that Machine Gun Kelly and the rest of the people who produced this put into the song. But this song is a very nice ballad song. I feel like honestly this was like kind of a good way to end the album. This song I'm not mad about either. I actually thought it was kind of sweet. I still don't even understand how Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are even dating. I feel like they're a very, very odd couple. At least that's what they put out in the media, okay? Like most of the stuff that we know about them, we didn't even feel like we needed to know. We just randomly know. So I don't know. But I'm gonna say that I hope that they're doing good, and I hope that their relationship is okay. I'm genuinely hoping that they're happy with each other. So my overall impressions on this album talks a lot about mental health, toxic relationships, drug abuse, addictions, struggles with fame, haters, all this other stuff, right? But I don't feel like it is a very memorable pop punk album. I feel like this is a very popular album of the times. Like for now, I'll remember it, but in the next year, 2 years, 5 years, I feel like everyone is going to start forgetting about it. As far as my ranking goes, I'll put it probably somewhere around here where I can put some text and I'll let you guys know what I think of the songs. But even with like even with the rankings that I put up right now, I just don't feel like I would really come back to it. Like maybe I would listen to it occasionally, but I wouldn't listen to it on the regular. And even like, if you were to ask me, would this album change your mind about how you feel about Machine Gun Kelly's music? I would say probably not. I just don't find I don't find it to be really anything memorable or exciting, to be really quite honest. I feel like it's just I feel like it's mostly stuff that pop punk artists have already done before, if that makes sense. It's nothing different. Like with maybe like even though that's it sort of samples a song, and even with Emo Girl, I want him to do I mean if he's very serious about doing pop punk, I want him to go a couple extra miles. I want him to experiment. I want him to find his own sound. You know, I don't want it. That's your worst nightmare, right? To be kind of like how everybody else is going to be. You want to be different so that you stand out and you have more fans that love you because of your originality. I mean, there's stuff about his attitude too. That there's attitude problems, all those stuff. But at least on the music front, you could be likable. But right now with the music that's coming out, you're not even really likable on the music front either, sir. Alright guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this album review. I know I need to do more. Oh, it takes so long to do these types of videos, but I really do enjoy just talking to you guys and being real about music that I hear and stuff. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it to the end of this video, make sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also make sure to check out all of my other social media accounts. I do have an Instagram, a Twitter, a TikTok, and also a Twitch channel that'll definitely be coming up very soon. So I hope you guys will check all of that out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you maniacs in the next video. Bye!